Hey, and welcome back. In this video, I thought it'd be fun to take a look at playing this game, Gauntlet, not on the NES, but on my Nexus 7 here. And not only that, but we're going to do it through, obviously an emulator, but I picked up one of these NES USB controllers. And one of my friends had asked me, hey, would this work on a Nexus with an OTG cable or an on-the-go cable? What that is, just a little adapter that will convert USB to the mini USB that the Android devices are using. So, first of all, for the emulation, oh, it's pretty bright, we are going to be using NES MU free, and I just have the, not sure where it is, the Gauntlet ROM in there, and for the most part, hooking this up does work reasonably fine. However, there are a few oddities configuration-wise I had to do, so I'm going to kind of show that and talk about that right now. So let's get this set up in here. We gotta have some sound here. A little Gauntlet sound. Might be a little too loud. So the USB NES controller. It's reproduction NES controller, but instead of it has a USB adapter. This is for like plugging into your PC if you want to play on that via emulation. So let's hook this up and plug this in. And as soon as I plugged it in, I noticed right off that it does seem to detect it, and it does seem to work. So zoom in a little bit here. So you can see that it's not working. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Input device setup. And then if you go to USB gamepad, so you can see that it's allowing me to use the arrow key, the D-pad, to cycle through menu options here. But if we go back to the game here, I have no input. So I found that in order to actually get this to work, what we need to do is we need to go to input device setup, and we need to USB gamepad, and then do a new profile. I'll ask you if you want to create a new profile, hit yes. And let me just put in here test for now. Done. And then the other thing I had to do, now this will get you somewhat closer, but the other thing I had to do was set the in-game actions, and set gamepad keys. And what I did was I did an unbind all, and then went through and explicitly set each one of these. And while you can play right away with the key bindings they do have, I noticed that, at least on this game, it was really messed up. So I'm going to skip to left, up, right, up, these ones. We'll do select, we'll do start, we'll do A, we'll do B. I'm going to leave A and B off and all the turbos. And then go back. And then do another game. Now you can see we have control. Push start. And I will be the elf. And one of the things I found that without unbinding the controls and actually setting them, with the controls having some of the intermediate keys set, it produces some really weird behavior. And I haven't really tested with too many other ROMs, mainly just this one. So I don't know if that's necessarily a issue with just this ROM and how the game handles the keys, or if it's all of them. But I definitely was unable to get it to work really well otherwise. And here you can see we have, so the other thing is it does behave correctly if I'm doing, I can shoot in diagonal directions, but without, like I said, without clearing those profiles off, it wasn't really working that well, and the game was getting pretty confused. So I'll just get through this level here. Yeah. There we go. And that's it. So yeah, this actually does work with the on-the-go cable. And again, this is this brand of controller that I have, and I'm not sure if this will work equally well with other ones, but this is the one that I've tested. And I got this off eBay. I think it was only like $8 or so, but works well. And maybe I'll do a comparison video of this to a vintage controller in a few videos or later on this week. But there you have it.